I have two updates on the Korea exchange. I have two big updates, and I'm gonna discuss these updates in this vlog. Besides saying you what these updates are, which is they're very important, I'm also gonna show you my city, which is Antwerp. Behind me, just like about 5 seconds ago, you saw my campus. Not the actual campus, but the church. It's very beautiful. And I'm also going to show you something in this video. I'm going to show you a very special location that you only have in Belgium. This stuff is only in Belgium. So there's a lot of stuff coming. There's going to be only in Belgium locations. There is going to be the two big updates, big on the Korea exchange. And there's going to be a lot of beautiful 4K guys, footage of Antwerp. So 4K. So join me. So as you know, there is this thing called war going on in Iran. And the problem is with me is the fact that it makes the flight tickets more expensive. You know, I obviously need the tickets to fly to South Korea. And in good old times, you was able to do that for a nice cheap price and fly over Russia, and it wasn't big of a problem. But then you got the Russia war. So now you can only fly over Russia with Chinese airlines. And if you're someone like me, then you want to avoid flying over Russia altogether because your plane might as well get hit. But then now you also have the Iran war. So now your plane can be hit in Russia, but it can also be hit over like Iran. So you have to fly over the holy airspace of Azerbaijan. We pray on Azerbaijan that they keep their space open because they're the only reason you're still being able to go to Japan and Korea from Belgium. Azerbaijan, please, I want to, like, my hands are here. I pray on Azerbaijan, keep your airspace open. In the meantime, look at this. We got this whole building going on. So I think what they're doing is, I think they're building like there's something with the bikes. There's something with the bikes. So they're gonna have like this biking event in April, and they're building all of this. I just don't know what this biking event is. Let me know if you're from Antwerp. Let me know what they're building. What is this for? This is the event. Look at the flags. I feel like this is the event, but they're building something big. I don't know. I might want to visit this when they do it. I think it's in April. But look at this. They have a whole stage, and they're building something. And yeah, let me know what it is. Anyways, back to the topic. So I started looking for flights. Usually I do that later, but you know, I have to fly to Korea in August. So, you know, I started looking for the flights, and everything is so expensive. When I flew to Japan back in February 2025, we had tickets for less than 600. And it wasn't like some shitty ass airline, it was Scandinavian Airlines, and they give you food 3 times. I ate 3 times on the plane. So they gave me food 3 times. It was awesome. Oh my, look at the tourists. Yeah. Anyways, they remind me from South Korea. Look at it. Look at behind me. It's like the Asian. This is like this. There's this stereotype, but I've become this guy. You got these Asian students, not students, tourists with the fucking selfie sticks. It's them. Anyways, so you fly to South Korea, okay? All the tickets are expensive as shit because you cannot fly over Russia, you cannot fly over Middle East because they got fucking war going on, thank you Trump. And now you're left with only one option, is flying over Azerbaijan airspace. So I've been, I think for the past like 2 weeks, watching the news every day, checking it, deciding what to do. And eventually I found my tickets. This was the big update. I found the tickets, the one that matched me. They were incredibly expensive because, as I said, Japan was 600, and we had a nice layover in Copenhagen, and we ate McDonald's, and then we flew to Japan, and we got food 3 times, and it was awesome. It was good flying times too. But this time it wasn't possible, and so my first ticket to Hong Kong and then to Seoul was about 500 euros. So already the price of what it was to go to Japan pretty much. But the good news here is that I'm going to China. I'm officially going to China. I'm going to Hong Kong. And so I'm gonna see how long I'm gonna be there. Either it's gonna be only like 1 day and then I just like do a layover, or I can stay there for a little longer. But that depends on when I need to be in Korea. So if I need to be very soon, if I need to be on Monday practically, like if I need to be on Monday 24th, I'm only gonna do like 1 day in Hong Kong. But otherwise I can do a few days or maybe go to like mainland or something like that. So that's gonna be pretty cool. So that's update number 1. We got the tickets, but it was absolute hell. And if you're planning to go to Korea or to Asia or to, I don't know, Taiwan, you need to book that shit now, because it's like, it got in at least 100, 200 euro more expensive just for the fuel, and it's only getting more expensive. It's like crazy. So that was my first update, and we got a second update. We got a second update coming. It's a big one, something about Korea, but I almost arrived at my location. The location I'm going to show you is this. Look at that. That is an only Belgium location. This is something you only have in Belgium. You don't have this. You don't have this type of stuff anywhere else. And I know people are going to be in the comments like, no, it's not only in Belgium, because I know this shithole where you can also. No, this is only here. This, you don't have this anywhere else. And it's called Sint-Anna Tunnel. And we're gonna go inside. I'm gonna show you what it is. Alrighty, so you have to come in and you can only go 5 kilometers an hour. So we're gonna be very slow. Make sure I do not break the speed limit. And I believe there's gonna be a lot of bikes here. It's also gonna be pretty loud, so stick with me. What the fuck is going on? This wasn't planned. We have a problem. Okay, problem solved. I'm gonna wait for the biker to pass. Okay, now we can go in. Look at this. So we got the tunnel. Oh my god. Look at how long this is. This is very long. And it's also very old. Like, I didn't know, it just looks old, but also like in a good way old. It might be like, I don't know, it might be like one of the oldest one in Belgium maybe. I don't know, this tunnel, but it's pretty cool, because look at this. So you got the banners. It looks like something from like the 20th century. It's like something they built like in, I want to say like early 20th century, something like this. Like it looks like pre-war times, but it does have this authentic thing. And I've never seen anything like this. Even like the Moscow, a lot of people don't know I'm actually born in Russia, and I use the Moscow metro a lot. It's still like, it's very beautiful, but I feel like the Moscow metro is older than this. And so the escalators there are also older. But look at this, look at how beautiful this is. Whoa. And this you only have in Belgium. I never seen anything like this in other countries. People like to say in my comments, oh, you haven't been to Russia. I have been to Russia. I am from Russia, and I haven't seen stuff like this. Look at this. It's so old and authentic too. Look, it's a wooden one. It's a wooden one. That's why I say in Russia, if they have it in wood, it's not as old. And then you got all this, like, look, this is like new ads, but they got them in like those old authentic frames. I feel like it's very beautiful. The only thing I don't know if it is actually like one of the oldest escalators ever, because it looks very old, but I don't know. I feel like it's got to be like a place in the world where they got some older shit, maybe in New York. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But I feel like it's very beautiful. Oh, and of course, and this is the Belgian core. You know, if you ever visit Belgium, you know it's impossible to visit Belgium without some street work. And you cannot escape this even in metro. Look at this. Yeah. Yes. They're gonna be working here. This is a Belgian core. Of course. What is happening? What is happening? But look at this. Whoa. Have you ever seen this anywhere else? You got a whole ass tunnel under a river. It's like a metro tunnel. Look how long this is. You only have this in Belgium. Alrighty, so I just left the Sint-Anna Tunnel and it's time for me to drop the second update. But I am only gonna drop that at the gym. I'm gonna drop that at the gym. Look, what the fuck is going on with my hair? Oh my lord. Second update coming in the gym, guys, so stick around. Big update coming. Welcoming my dog, Ludo. This is Ludo. And we're walking again. You might have seen this location from another video, but we're at the local administration. We're at the local administration. They have this very funny looking building that has this shape. I keep looking at it. I think this shape is weird, but I guess that's why I keep looking at it. It always kind of disturbs me. I don't know why it has this shape, but you know, this is my dog. And so the update that I wanted to give you at the gym, but I'm gonna say it already, is pretty much with the Korea University thing. So obviously I've been selected by my uni, and you know, that was a difficult thing to do. But now recently, I feel like last week, they sent out the, I gotta clean this shit up. Yes, sir. You already know we're back on my favorite machine, the Stairmasters. And what I was trying to say when I was walking my dog and he was pooping is that my university, KU Leuven, they selected 4 people to go to this Korean university. And I was one of the 4. And pretty much what they do now, they did that last week, is they send all the names of the people that were selected. They send that to Korea University. And pretty much we're now waiting for Korea University to reach out to me and to these other 3 people and tell us what to do. But what's required from me is, for example, one thing I have to do is I have to look at all the subjects that I have in Korea and match them with the subjects I have at KU Leuven. So we're going to see if that's possible. I think that's going to be possible because Korea University is quite a big business school. And yeah, we're going to see what we can match. I want to get rid of French. Perhaps I can replace that with Korean. You already know I'm studying Korean. And you know, we're going to choose some business subjects. But honestly, my goal... Alrighty guys, so we done finished the workout. As you can see, a little bit sweaty, but looking nice and tight. You see all the fat burning away. That's what I like. So we're gonna go ahead and stop the training and look at our stats. And we got 30 minutes, 76 calories burned, and whatever that is. Nice. Now on that beautiful point, I will stop the video and I will give you an update on my Korea exchange pretty soon. But don't forget to subscribe. If you watched until this point, you need to go down the video, click on the subscribe button so you don't miss the next video. Bye bye.